Hey, what's going on? I'm John M. Chu, and this is Notes on a Scene for my new film, Crazy Rich Asians.
I think I've just fallen in love with you all over again.
Making this movie meant so much to me as a filmmaker to go deal with the most personal thing in my life, which is my cultural identity. To do it on this scale with an all-Asian cast for the first time in years, and the first time in a Hollywood movie to have a romantic contemporary Asian-American couple means a lot to me. And to see the community come out and root for this movie, and I think we have a great movie to root for, has changed my whole life. All right, so this scene is where Rachel, she's pulling up to her boyfriend's house, which she's never been to. What she doesn't know is he's come from the richest family in Singapore. So this is her first glimpse of his world. Our movie takes place in Singapore. We shot both in Malaysia and Singapore. For this particular scene, a couple things here right away. This blonde wig. Aquafina does not have this hair. Originally, Peik Lin was supposed to be a character that changes looks every time she's in a scene. We were supposed to have all these different looks, but when she put on this blonde wig, she looked so amazing that she turned into the character that we kept it. She also is so into character that she's not really looking like she's driving. So we had to continue to remind her, drive the car, because this is all green screen back here, and we have lights flashing and stuff to look like they're actually driving. And if you look at her wardrobe here, she has these dogs on this pajama outfit, which is actually super, super expensive, actually. So don't be fooled by pajamas. All right, so here they are driving up to Tyrell Park.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. Beautiful? It's 200 mil worth of real estate. Spectacular.
In Singapore, there's not a lot of room, so to have this much space means they have a lot of money. This shot in particular is almost all CG. We needed a big entrance, almost a Gatsby entrance to this place, and all of this water is all fake. This is all fake. We created a little dock here, this little bridge. This house we built in the space, but this is actually just using photographs to make it Singapore be put in the background, because this is actually in Malaysia. And then as we keep going, you'll see here, so all these cars are CG, all these people are, I mean, everything, 100%. All right, so we're pulling up to Tyrell Park. This is actually in Malaysia. We shot for about 43, 44 days on this movie. But in this property itself, it was probably 3 days. And it rains every day for hours. And so you have to shoot, then let it rain, and then go back to shooting. But here we added these little Peranakan touches to make the building look more like Kevin Kwan, who's the writer, his house when he was growing up. So all these little details were new. This whole thing out here was just empty space. So we added all the vegetation and flowers. We really wanted this tropical deco feel. In Singapore, it has that humidity. In the middle of the night, it's 90-something degrees. It's potent, you can feel it. Originally, these lanterns were white, and Michelle Yeoh came on the set. She's like, you cannot have white lanterns because they mean death. They're like at a funeral. So we had to nix that and make them red. If I had a red pen, I would do that. So those are all gelled. And this house was actually abandoned, so it has a lot of like monkey poo everywhere. I don't know how to draw a monkey, but monkey poo everywhere. And bats that flew everywhere. So we cleared it out, made it really clean, made it really beautiful so that audiences would not know that it was a dump. All right, so they're pulling up to Tyrell Park, and this is where our Nick Young, our Asian male romantic lead, comes out. This moment was very important to me to make sure that we highlight him and how dapper he is. We've sort of known him as this dude from New York. So to see this go from the adventurer to the aristocrat was really important for me. And this suit, we did many different versions of this suit, the double-breasted, all these different colors, but the white one looked the best on him. And Henry Golding, he actually has never acted before, and this is his first movie, and I found him through our accountant, Lisa Kim, our accountant in Malaysia, saw him, and so I then Instagram stalked him and found a mutual friend named Steve Jang, Steve Jang connected us on Facebook, and this is me over here. And that's how we found this guy and made him the cover of every book and poster around town now.
Sam, Rachel. It's like the Asian Bachelor.
Thanks, man.
We really wanted Rachel Chu, an Asian American coming to Asia for the first time, her point of view. Of course, Henry Golding, his voice is just killer. It's like butter.
Wow. I think I've just fallen in love with you all over again.
This line was not scripted. He said that just randomly on the day. I thought it was a little cheesy, but he delivers it so well. We knew we wanted to show off her dress. We hadn't seen what dress she was wearing. So this served both purposes of seeing how she dressed for the party and having a great moment for their kiss. This is actually a grass. This grass out here should be totally empty. We built this giant building behind them. This is where we're going to have the flower later blossom in the movie that you'll see. So literally, we built this whole place. We actually had tropical birds everywhere, but the birds were so loud that we just nixed them. So they're somewhere in a cage somewhere, hanging out, those birds. And this car here, it was sort of a normal color, so we wrapped it in this sort of matte pink color. So they kiss, a nice little push-in. And Peiklin is still there.
Rachel!
Oh, this is my friend Peiklin.
Aquafina would riff all the time in these scenes. She was so funny. We had to cut out most of her lines because they were so dirty.
Thank you very much for bringing Rachel.
Oh, no worries.
Do you want to stop by for some dinner?
Oh, no, I couldn't impose.
No, it's not a problem.
You know, I had some dinner plans.
Seriously, we've got a lot
Yeah, I can come to dinner.
So Aquafina is hilarious, and one of my favorite gags that she does is this walk. She literally does this funny walk in these giant heels in this elegant, beautiful place.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was your day?
It's fun. I got to meet them.
And then this whole joke, all of these things actually on the day, this is like 4 a.m. shooting this, and every label you couldn't read. So these are all actually CG labels, if you can believe it or not, if I can keep up with that. All right, so this shot is the last shot of the night. They were kicking us off of the property, and I did not have this shot of her. I did not have her response, and it's a great line.
You have a cocktail dress in your trunk?
I'm not an animal, Rachel.
We had cut it, and then everyone loved it so much, we put it back in. So Aquafina's delivery of "I'm not an animal, not an animal," Rachel, was really important, and we didn't have the shot. And so my producer is literally yelling at me. I was like, fine, then we're gonna have to come back and do this the next day. There's no time left tonight, so you better be ready to spend more money tomorrow. He went silent, and then we just shot. I think we did this one take, twice in a row, and Aquafina always kills it. Always kills it. That's the muscle sign. Always kills it. And yeah, that's how we got crazy rich Asians.